So the benefits of attribution in B2B are pretty well known. It's a solution that puts together the customer journey from start to finish and identifies those touches which have helped generate pipeline and ultimately revenue. But attribution in B2B is quite a complex process in getting started. You need to connect all the tools in your tech stack, and therefore it requires time and resources, especially if you're doing it in-house. If you're buying off the shelf, it's a much easier process, but of course can be a little bit expensive for small companies. So when do you know that you absolutely need attribution and you can't get around using a free tool like our digital analytics platform? In this video, we're going to tell you how to do exactly that. We're going to help you determine what level of attribution need you might have in your B2B setup. Right, so your need for an attribution solution is that critical, that is, not good to have, should have, but rather absolutely essential for you to efficiently go to market when you meet the following conditions. Your buying journey is over 3 months in length. Your average account that you close involves, as a bare minimum, 2 individuals, but on average about 4 stakeholders. Your sales cycles cuts across marketing, sales, and possibly also customer success. That this means you've got a pretty complex tech stack involving a CRM, automation tools, and whatnot. That you close on average about 50 deals per month, and that your primary budget allocation is on digital marketing ad spend. When you're meeting this criteria, you are in need of transparency in your go-to-market. You need to be able to connect your marketing activities to pipeline and revenue in order to scale more effectively and not waste budget whilst doing so. Now, your need for an attribution solution is that substantial. That is, it's not going to cost you your company if you don't do it, but you really should be using attribution if you want to be effective and efficient in your go-to-market when you meet the following conditions. Your customer journey is at around the 3-month mark, typically stretching beyond that. The accounts that you close involve at least 2 individuals, typically more. Your tech stack is also pretty complex. You're using a CRM, your ad platforms, automation tools, maybe CDP as well. And you're closing about 20 deals a month. And still your primary allocation is, budget allocation is to digital marketing ad spend. When you're meeting these conditions, you'll really want to be using attribution because you're going to get that clarity again. You're going to know what activities are driving pipeline. You're going to know what is bringing in that revenue. So if you meet these conditions, you should be looking certainly at an off-the-shelf attribution solution at a middle tier plan. Finally, your B2B attribution needs are at moderate, that is, at a good to have level if you want to be effective in your go-to-market and marketing plays when you meet the following conditions. So you've got a buying journey that's of at least a few weeks in length. Your average account that you close involves around 2 individuals, but it can be that it's only a single individual. You've got a relatively simple tech stack setup. So you've got the CRM perhaps that your sales are using, and then maybe your Google Analytics on the other hand, and marketing, maybe some free email automation tools. You're closing, a relatively low number of deals a month. If you're in this criteria, you can probably get away with using an advanced or a dedicated B2B analytics tool. Again, like the Dreamdata digital analytics platform. It's completely free. You can get your hands on it and track what companies are coming onto your site and do some influenced attributions or relatively low-level touch-based attribution that will give you enough clarity. You might be on the boundary between this and the substantial need for attribution. In that case, if you have any questions, I guess you can always just reach out to any attribution provider like Dreamdata, and we're happy to guide you. The worst thing you want to do is end up buying an expensive tool that you have no need for. Similarly, on the other end of the scale, you absolutely don't want to be throwing money out of the window on digital ads and whatnot without knowing what you're doing, where an attribution solution like Dreamdata, dedicated to B2Bs, could be giving you all the answers and transparency that you need in knowing whether or not those activities are generating pipeline and revenue down the line.